Howdy, folks! How are y'all doing? Cub here, and welcome to another Tekkit Classic Reborn Let's Play adventure. I've got some things to show you. I've changed a lot. First off, I took a lot of bone meal, and I made the outside pretty. I planted flowers and leaves, or I guess grass is what I suppose that is. And look at all the pigs! Look at all the dinner. I've expanded the fence out some because I thought, you know, it's getting a little cruel to keep them all closed up where I had them. So they're now free to roam all the way over to the stairs and when I open the door into the house, which is a bit annoying, let's be honest. Can you guys be fed? Oh, yes. Let the breeding begin. Make the little tasty babbies. Oh, fantastic. Let's get these guys too. Here, have a carrot, have a carrot, have a carrot. I've only got one left. You two are just gonna have to go without. Sorry about that. Actually, you know what? Not sorry. Here. Bah! There we go. See? Now they won't live in misery knowing that they didn't get anything to eat. Instead, they die a hero's death, being dinner. Or lunch. Depends on when I eat them. First off, we gotta go cook them. And there's a lot of other things to show you. I've done so many little things. But let's not get carried away here. Let's stay focused and on track. How we doing here? Let's get out. Any other... It doesn't look like it. I've spent a bit of time getting our EMC back up and running and sort of reordering things because in this episode we're going to be taking a look... Yeah, I have to excuse me, my nose is all stopped up. We're going to be taking a look at some infinite power, and I had a pretty good idea for it that I think you guys will be pleased with. Disregard that for now. So I asked you guys what you wanted to see next. A lot of people suggested flight, Swift Wolf, Rending Gale, the Flying Ring, which I would have loved to do, which is what I planned on doing next, but then I remembered what actually goes into that, and I was like, maybe not right now, maybe next time. So we're gonna wait till next time. Also, someone pointed out that I can use the charge pad as a device to store energy, which would be good, except for I don't want the machines to draw energy from it when this guy goes empty, which it does quite frequently, because I like the ability to come over here with some of this stuff worn down, just stand on it, and be there for like a couple of seconds, and just have everything recharged. I mean, look how fast this is. This is spectacular. Now that the thing is full, and all it's got to do is, when we're done here, kind of refill that little bit, and, you know, we'll come back later. It's just really good. It's a really good system. And it seems to charge everything at once, not just what I have, like, in my hands, so it charges both my tools, my jetpack, all of my armor. It's a good deal. I like it. I'm happy with it. Now let's talk about the changes I've made. Let's see, where do we start? First off, we're going to go with geothermal energy because it's amazing. Let's go ahead and make sure we've got plenty of lava in there. What I've done is I've taken a lot of the things from downstairs, our energy condenser, our power teleporting pipe. Don't let any of this confuse you. All I've done is I've moved the stuff that was downstairs upstairs, and it's set up in almost the same way. So what we've got, what we plan on doing here, is we're going to have the items come out from our quarry. Remember, our quarry is out there in the ocean right now. And we've got our wireless teleporting pipe taking the items from the quarry, pumping them into a diamond sorting pipe, and it's sorting the items. It's taking things like cobble, gravel, dirt, sand, and coal, and it's pumping those straight into the energy condenser. Everything else, all the ores and everything, get pumped down there, and they get dealt with like they used to. They get grinded up and smelted and put back in that chest there. Same basic system. The only difference is some of the items go into this chest, which is making lava. Lots of lava. These lava buckets are going to be taken... hold on. Sorry about that. Had to blow my nose. I have, I think, a cold, and it's really bad, and I think it's getting worse, but hopefully it'll go away. So please excuse my voice and the coughing and the sneezing and the sniffling. Now, we've got a few components here missing right now. Don't worry, I'm going to get them back in place here in a bit. But what's going to happen is we're going to take items out of the chest here via these wooden transport pipes, and they're going to go up into the geothermal generators, where they're going to create power. Now, where did I get these? As it turns out, geothermal generator, the main component, is just a regular generator. And you'll remember we had two of those, so I just converted them to geothermal generators. It's really basic. Put them up there. There's a slot for the third one, which is right here. We haven't put it there yet, but we're going to here in a bit once we get this all running. I did originally have it over there, but I had to move it back because I ran out of power. As you can see, that is a thing that happens quite frequently. Take the buckets, toss it back in here, get some more lava. Now, I know what you're thinking. Cub, why? Why is this the plan? And I'll tell you why. It's because the difference between a bucket of lava... Right, let's look at a bucket of lava. That's 832 EMC for a bucket of lava, but a bucket has 768. That means there's only a 64 EMC difference between a bucket and a bucket of lava. That means to put a bucket of lava in here, it only costs 64 EMC, which is fantastic because we get more than that whenever we get a piece of coal from the quarry, and so we can effectively just keep creating lava indefinitely. So what's going to happen is after the lava gets pumped in here and it gets emptied out, it's going to be pumped back out of here, the empty buckets, put back in the condenser where they'll get turned back into lava. And that's going to be our power system. And I think it's going to work great. And to do it, we got to have gates. And for that, we have to build an assembly table. Now, I tested this a bit in creative and I think I got it down. But the thing about creative is you don't actually have to build the components. You just spawn them in. So hopefully, I'm going to know what we're doing here when I start typing these items in. So an assembly table is going to be... Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's going to be 6 obsidian, a diamond, 5 diamonds, redstone. We can do that. Okay, let's hop over here. I think... Nope, we don't have any obsidian. Do we have any obsidian at all? Yeah, we do. Alright, so we're going to get our 6 obsidian. We're going to get our... Oh, look at that. Diamond gear, a single diamond. We'll throw some lava in here. You know, try to keep the EMC up as best we can, because I think we're going to need quite a bit of it. And let's see what else we're going to need. I already forgot. Redstone. A single piece of redstone. We'll pop all of that right here. Might as well just go ahead and grab the assembly table. Awesome sauce. Where are we going to put this? Let's put it, it's got to be powered is the thing. It's got to have like lasers powering it and whatnot. And I think that our best bet, let's just put it down here. Why not? We'll move the bed because the bed's never been in the best place anyway. We'll set that there. Bed, you can go over here. Awesome. Totally going to take a nap later. Now, to power the assembly table, we're going to need lasers, which doesn't make much sense to me, but I don't make the mods for various reasons. Also, I can't spell laser. There we go. Kids, pay attention in whatever class it is that teaches you spelling, so you'll know how to spell laser. Actually, laser is an acronym for something. Light stuff. Okay, looks like we need another diamond, redstone, obsidian. It'll create a single laser. The more lasers we have, the faster it'll run. But this is not the right place to be. Electric slide pole, everyone. It can be a little iffy at times. So obsidian, might as well. I mean, how much? I mean, it's expensive. I didn't realize how expensive obsidian was. Let's go ahead and build 2 lasers. So let's get 4 pieces of obsidian. We're gonna need 2 more diamonds, which are pretty pricey. And then, oh, actually, we're gonna need 4 more diamonds. Okay. And then just get the, I think it was redstone? Redstone. And we'll get our 2 lasers. Awesome. And we'll take those down here, and we have to power them, and I can't remember. While I'm up here, I guess I might as well figure out, do they connect to Buildcraft? They do connect to Buildcraft power. Okay, great. Now we know, and it looks like we can pick it up with this guy, and nothing bad's gonna happen there. Thank goodness. So, how are we gonna power them? I'm glad you asked, because I've got a plan. Stan. This isn't centered. It's gonna bug me. That's I don't know why, but it's really gonna bother me. Let's move it over. Better. Okay, and they can be, I think, about 4 blocks out from the assembly table, and they'll still work. We've got to get power to them, and for that we're gonna build a... Oh, we already got... Hold the phone. We can just use a wireless. Do we not have another one? No, I guess not. Let's go check and see what actually goes into that. I think we had to, like... We had trouble getting wireless energy to work before, didn't we? Yeah, that's right. We had to do something weird with it. So we had to have the wood pipe connected to the wireless pipe and a stone. Okay. Not too weird. Nothing too fishy. Alright. It's kind of warm in here, and I'm not sure if that's just because I'm sick or what, but we got to get a regular wooden pipe. I might have one of these. Is this one... The wooden pipes have... They do have EMC values. Maybe I've already put them in here then. Let's just type pipe and see what we get. Alright, excellent. We've got wooden pipes. We got one of those. And we're going to combine that with redstone. And since it does have an EMC value, let's toss it back in there. And then that way we can get more later if we need to. And then I needed a regular... Do I not have any other kinesis pipes? Can I use stone? Or does it have to be a cobblestone pipe? I guess we'll find out. Ah! Stone kinesis pipe. Excellent. We'll throw that in here as well. We'll get it back. Get a few of them. Cool. We'll leave our redstone here and we'll head downstairs with these. Oh, wait, nope, hold on. I actually need the teleporting pipe. So, teleporting pipe. Power teleporting pipe. It's going to be a regular item teleporting pipe. And an assembly table. That's not how we did it last time. I was going to say. Diamond gear, glass, they have an EMC value. So what happened to them? I'm sure. I'm positive. I've only used 2, so there should be more. And it might very well be that situation where I have them right here in front of me. And I'm looking at them. But I don't see them. And that's a darn shame. So it looks like we're going to have to, pipe? No? No. Okay, well that's fine. We'll just have to build one. Item teleporting pipe is going to be diamond gears and a piece of glass. Do we have enough for a diamond gear? I don't even think we do. Yeah, this isn't really going to pan out well unless we can somehow scrounge up some more EMC from someplace. Don't suppose we have any gold bars sitting around? No, of course we don't. Alright, new plan. We're going to grab our torches, and we're going to head off into the dark underground to, hopefully... Oh, wait, you know what? I know what we're going to do. Hold on a second. Destruction catalyst, and we'll power it with our Klein Star. We'll go ahead and take whatever energy... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Whatever. Is this guy full now? Yeah. Alright, so we've already got a couple of rubies, some tessellite. We've got some good stuff here, but look at what the walls have uncovered for us. We got tons more ruby. By tons, I mean 2. We passed some, I think, sapphire back here a ways. Where did it go? Or maybe just more ruby. I'm good with that. I'll take that. We got coal. Yeah, let's get... Okay, we're gonna mine all this out. Yeah, look at this. And maybe we'll have enough EMC. I guess we'll find out. Alright, we're back from our first haul. Let's see what we've got. So, EMC remaining. Boom, 9,000. But once we start chunking stuff in here... Aw, yeah, son, check us out. We haven't really made that much progress. Enough to get a single diamond. And if I'm not mistaken, we need a bit more than a single diamond. We need 2 of them. And by single diamond, I mean diamond gear. But you know what? Once we get this stuff processed, that'll give us a bit more EMC, although that's going to take a little while. So... Phooey. I guess we might as well head back into the mines again. Don't have anything else going on. Folks, I don't think we can get much luckier than that. Yeah. I mean, that pretty much does it right there. We could head back up to the surface. I'm gonna go ahead and grab all this other stuff, though. Whee! Okay. We're back up top. Sup, Buttercup? I think we've got everything that we need. Why is frame rate so choppy? It's so choppy right now. Toss all of this stuff back in there. Take this as well. We don't want... Nope, 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 nope. Wait, stop. Nope, there we go. 5,000 EMC. It's hardly nothing. Boom, 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 boom. Here comes the big one. Bam! Give me my other gear. Thank you very much. And we'll go ahead and get these ores ready for processing. There we go. Okay, and glass is all we're going to need next. Single pane. Toss that down here with our 2 diamond gears. There we go, and now we need to turn them into power teleporting pipes with a piece of redstone. Which we should have some of right here. And I don't know why that torch is there. Just really bad at right-clicking. Also, really choppy. So both of these have an EMC value, so let's go ahead and create 2 of these. Cool. We'll toss these back in there, and these back in there, and the system has learned. And hopefully it shall not forget. Now, what frequency are these running on? Frequency 0. Well, that's easy to remember. Maybe downstairs won't be so chappy. Why so chappy? Go downstairs. Ugh. No, still pretty bad. Alright, we'll deal with it. Let's get our wireless system ready. So we're going to set this guy up back here probably. And then that. And then this. And then that'll probably do. And then we're going to set you to, Stop that. Stop that right now. Receive on frequency 0. Cool. These guys are fulling up on energy now. Fulling? Yeah, why not? We've got our assembly table. We've got 2 lasers. We could add more if we wanted to, but we're not going to. Next up, we're going to have to actually build our gates. So in this case, I think it's just a basic gate is what we're building. Basic gate. Right there. And it's just a red pipe wire and a redstone chipset. Now, red pipe wire is going to be like a red dye, redstone, and a piece of iron. So that one's pretty simple. And then this is just a piece of redstone. We could go ahead and have that started if I had brought the redstone down here with me, but I hadn't because noob. We'll get our piece of redstone out. And actually, I think we're going to have to build 9 of these. Maybe. Yeah, I think that's what I calculated before. So we'll go ahead and get 9 of these. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we'll put them right here. Yep, that's what we want. Get to work, I say. Look at the lasers go. Awesome, we're going to need a chest to deposit these in. If I'm not mistaken, we can just set a chest down next to it and automatically put the items into the chest. I could be wrong. Could be very wrong. But I don't think that I am. But I could be. So I'm just like covering the bases by saying, yeah, it's possible. Look how slow that is. Oh, we're all out of juice. Ah, that could be a situation that I need to get upstairs for. Why? Why are you so chappy? Stop being so chappy. You. Empty. Naturally. This is why we're automating this system, because this is a pain. Take the power, I say. There we go. And actually, while I'm thinking about it, I've already got these up here rigged into the power grid, so we might as well go ahead and turn them on as well. Cool. Cool. And that way we can get a bit more lava. A bit more power flowing. Yeah, look at that. We're even though we're pumping out power to a bunch of devices, we're still maintaining positive flow. So that's good. That's a good deal there on us. So, next up we need to get that red pipe wire, which is going to be some dye. Do I have any red dye? Have I made red dye? Haven't made red dye. How do you even go about making red dye? Should be, like, pretty basic. Yeah, it's just a oh. People. We totally got... No, we don't have any poppies. I know where to get them, though. In fact, I know where we can get a ton of them. A metric ton, if you would. Welcome to the outside. We don't go out here a whole lot. It's kind of ruled by pigs. Maybe this is the reason we're having a lot of lag. I need that, though. Thank you. How much dye do I get from that? A single piece? Gonna need more than that. They were, you know what? They were creating diversity outside with the colors. We had like a nice, beautiful mix of red and yellow and green, and now we don't, because we're taking the poppies for our nefarious purposes. We're not nefarious, though. I'm just on a lot of, dake wolves and like wolves and stuff, and it just feels like what we're doing is nefarious. I'm sure it isn't, though. I'm sure we have the best of intentions. I don't even need to look this up. I remember what it was. It was iron. Get our iron. Head back downstairs. Ooh, I feel woozy in the game. And that's weird because that's how I feel in real life. Oh my gosh, this is gonna take forever. What went into building lasers again? And could I just build more? A laser. There's 2 diamonds. It's not that expensive. It's not that expensive. We could totally just make another laser. What's the best order for this? I don't even know. Can I just set one up right here? Yeah, definitely looks like that's gonna work. And then we'll set up some over here, like that, and we will run the electricity to them in this sort of a fashion. No, we won't, because we can't feed it to the top. Now we know. And, oh, wait. Looks like that was sort of working there for a second. Oh, well. We'll run through to the back. Yeah! Go, my little chorus of lasers. Blast away at this chip. The problem might be that we're just not getting enough power out of these, which could be due to the fact that we're maxing out our single little engine here. This little engine that is doing its absolute best, but maybe we should build another one. An electric engine, I think it is? Yeah, another one might be in order. Oh, they're so cheap! They're tin, they're glass, they're pistons. We have all of those things that we need right here. Look at this, we've got tin. We can get some glass. Just give me a second. On. Beautiful. Let's go make sure we've still got energy. Because the last thing... No! Stop! Go up! Last thing we want to do is run out of juice, and it looks like that's where we're headed. So we'll get some lava. We'll get a lot of lava. I love my lava. Cool. Toss it all in here. Such an effective system. I love this system. It's amazing. Oh, this is going to be fantastic once we get it up and running. Okay, back downstairs we go, and we're going to see if all of this power makes a difference on the laser. Whoa! Some of these lasers are shooting in yellow. Oh, look at that! We have 1 chipset. We just have to wait for the other 8 to get finished now. Awesome. You think maybe this would go by faster if we hooked these up directly to the engines and then just ran like a line down here? Because we could do that. We could run a power line down here. It wouldn't be that big of a deal. I feel like it's too late. We set this up the way we set it up, and we're just gonna have to deal with it. We have to deal with the consequences of our decision. While that's going, though, I guess we can go ahead and get some other things ready. Nah, on second thought, does this have an EMC value? No, we'll go ahead and toss it in here. We'll save it for another day. This does have an EMC value. We're gonna get all of this stuff, and we're gonna go do some more underground mining, because why not? Oh, wow. I'm happy. I'm very happy now. Go ahead and process all of this as well. Stop that! Don't process the uranium. That's not gonna do anything. Just throw it back in here. Or the other uranium that's useless. And go check on our chipsets. Whoa, hold on. I don't need 64 of these. Hey, we got 4 chipsets. Almost halfway there. Not quite, though, but almost. That's pretty good. I decided to do an experiment and see if maybe if I moved these closer, they would also shoot yellow like this one, but no. Also, none of them seem to be storing EMC like I thought they would. Like, I thought if we got this much EMC, or not EMC, but if we got this much RF pumping into them, maybe it'd be too much for them to, but that's not the case. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. So if I put down another one over here. Interesting indeed. So it looks like the more energy we give them... Oh, yes, son. So that was the problem the whole time. It wasn't that we weren't producing enough energy. It's that we weren't teleporting enough energy down here. And now that we've added these, we've got just a steady stream of laser. Oh, incredible. Absolutely incredible. Well, while we're waiting on that to be a thing that's happening, let's go ahead and do this. Let's get some redstone torches, if we have that in the system. And I don't see why we wouldn't have them. We'll get 3 of them. We'll also grab some lapis. And I think that we should have... No lapis. We'll get some. And we will turn those... Wait a minute, is this not how you build the landmarks anymore? Isn't this how you built landmarks before? Yeah, right there, boom, landmarks. Let's teach them to the system. And we'll get some more. Cool deal. We'll get those, and then we'll get some jungle wood, because... Well, actually, jungle wood is kind of expensive when you compare it to good old cobblestone. Not cabble, mind you. Cobble. Cool. We got a stack of that. Ooh, basalt cobble, though, is black. That could be cool. Alright, we're gonna go outside, and we're gonna make our quarry bigger, because it seems to have stopped, and that's no bueno. We want it to keep going. So, Mr. Quarry, we're going to very temporarily remove you. Thank you for your service. Quarry, no! Where'd the quarry go? Quarry's run away. Guys? It's one way to get water if you or get air if you guys didn't know about that. You can just pop and get some air. Good grief. Alright. Should be at the bottom now. Oh, we got it. Okay, let's get out of here. Boom, we're back. What up, world? That was a terrible experience that I don't want to relive. Alright, so if I'm not mistaken, all we gotta do here is place down one of these. We'll place down another one, probably right here. Right, and then we'll go place down one way over here. Oh. We'll place one down over here. And I think it's got to be more or less... Oh, look, creepers. Fantastic. Creepers are friends of mine. Boom, this seems about right. So we'll place this guy down, and then we'll head back, and we're going to take care of these guys right now so they don't wreck our plans. Because I've got plans. I don't want them wrecked. Go away, creeper. Go away, both of you. Just go away. Okay, cool deal. Got rid of him. And, oh, look at that. Got some gunpowder, too. I think we only need 3 of these. I can right-click here. Yeah, look at that. Okay, and then we place the quarry back down where we had it to begin with. So right here. Yeah. Awesome. And we'll dig that up. Wow. Super fast. Look at that. Just spewing block pieces out. It's almost beautiful. It's kind of majestic. Wish I'd made it wider. I didn't think about it at the time. I could just watch this all day. Look at that. Spectacular. But now it's going to get to work mining, and it's going to take a little bit longer to get done with that because it's such a bigger space. And if you're wondering why I'm doing it over the water, it's because it causes less lag. Giant empty holes cause lag, but giant holes full of water don't. And if you're worried about falling water creating lag, it doesn't fall. It just drops a layer and then becomes a source block. Trust me, I've tested this system. I know what I'm doing. I'm not a complete scrub. And, oh wow, look, it's not laggy in here anymore. Maybe it was the... Nope, lasers are still going. I was going to say maybe the lasers were causing lag. But hey, look at this. We've made excellent timing. Looks like we're here just in time. Oh, to get all of our 9 redstone chipsets. Great. Now we're trying to turn these into basic gates, though. So that was only step 1 in this whole process. Next up, we need to combine them. The dyes, right, okay, so we need redstone. Where's the dye? Wait, what happened to... Oh, man. So the recipe doesn't call for this many wires, but we're still going to make this many. Redstone pipe wire, please. Not chipsets, just pipe wire. Wow, makes pipe wire really fast. Whoa, hey, some of it's blue. Oh, right, because it had time to actually fill up. Okay, I'm starting to understand how all this works. So we've got our 40 pipe wire. Wow. We're going to put all of that in here and make some basic gates. Get after it. And it's relatively quick. I wish it was faster. Green, blue. I like how some of these had time to stock up on energy and some of them didn't. And I wonder what the reason is. And we're also going to have to build 9 pulsating chipsets. In order to do that, we're going to have to get, and it looks like it'll make 2 of them. So we're going to need, I guess we'll have to go with 5. 5 ender pearls and 5 redstone. Now, hopefully ender pearl is something we have gotten in the past. And I'm pretty sure we have gotten ender pearls. Yeah, we definitely have. So we've got that settled. 5. And that'll give us 10 of them. And we need 9. But like I said, they make 2. So we'll have to go with 10. What? What do you even... No. Go away. You're not welcome here. Go. Stop it. Gah, Endermen. They keep showing up here like we want them around. Alright, so I've had an idea. I'm not sure if this is going to make any difference, but I figure you guys are watching and I'm thinking about it, so maybe we ought to just try it. I've realized that these aren't hooked up to the wooden pipes at all, but they look like they're still outputting power. Right? Maybe? If we look at them, yeah, receive only. Let's just do this. We're going to break all the pipes over here. And we're going to hook each one of these up individually to their own power teleporting pipe. And we're going to see how they operate. So, boom, boom. No, you go away. So now instead of steady red streams, we're just getting these sporadic flashes of yellow. I'm not sure if that's better or not. I mean, this doesn't seem to be going any faster or slower, so I guess it didn't hurt anything. It's a little bit more compact as well, so I guess we're going to call this a success. Alright, so I went ahead and took compactedness to the next level here. And I'm happy with the results. Although, again, it doesn't seem to change performance any. Look how nice and I like how much smaller it is. I could move this all back into this corner, and it would take up a lot. I mean, you want to talk about boredom. I think that this pretty much screams boredom on its highest level. The fact that I just felt compelled to move all of these over. But look how much nicer it is. It's, again, not moving any faster. But it's much more compact, once again. And that's always nice. There we go. Look at that. We've got our 9 basic gates. Awesome. Now it's just the pulsating chipsets that we need to make. Let's just build those. So we can deselect that. Take out these wires. I don't even know. Yeah, that'll be enough. We're going to add our redstone. And we want to create pulsating. And how long is that going to take? About as long as the last things we tried to build. Excellent. Looking forward to it. Wow. That was a pretty crazy stream of energy there for a minute. Only we could create that level of energy consistently, we would be doing pretty good. I've made a decision based solely on the fact that I'm very bored. We're going to build something that we haven't built before. And I think that this is the recipe, although I might have it reversed. Nope, there we go. And then we're going to add some redstone to that. Where's the redstone? Have we used it all? I guess we must have done. We can get some more redstone. And, look at that. Get 4 of these bad boys. And we'll teach all of that to the system. So this is what that looks like. That's what these look like. And just take the rest of this. And give me some more of these guys. So apparently these can carry power more efficiently than the stone counterparts, which means, naturally, we're going to be replacing all the stone ones with gold ones. Plus, it's gold. It looks a lot snappier. Wow. Look how thick those energy streams are. Yes, I would say we definitely do have an improvement here, boss. Very improved. Very much so. Okay. Now what about down here? Does that change anything down here? Doesn't really look like it, but what if we did this? No. Yeah, I can't really say there's a difference here. I mean, what if we just piped energy straight down? I realized that in older versions there was quite a bit of energy lost when you put them through a teleporting pipe. But I'm not sure about how that works now, or whether or not it would be worth it to just try to pipe. I mean, it might be. I feel like we've already made it this far, though, and it might just be silly to try to pipe it down. But, look, everybody, I got bored. Guess what we're doing? Simply because we have the time to do it. Yeah, you better believe it. Piping energy straight down. Oh, yeah. We're going to see what kind of advantage we get here. I mean, they're not doing spurts of yellow anymore, but they are doing red very consistently. And that doesn't appear to be doing anything at all. Is that just me? Oh, what are you doing? Go away. Interesting note, if you turn off power to that quarry outside, you get a lot more energy down here. In fact, so much energy, we're pumping out green lasers. Very consistent green lasers and a consistent yellow, because that poor one on the end there, it just never had a chance, we'll be honest with you. Finally, that's done. So we've got our pulsating chipsets, and we've got our basic gates. Now, we're not done yet. Don't think we're out of the woods, because we're not. Because next up we have to take these, and we have to do something with them. And if I'm not mistaken, it's this. No? No. Right, next up we need an integration table. So, probably could have been doing that, you know, while I was waiting on this to finish, but I forgot about it. Integration table, though, it's another redstone chipset, so we might as well go ahead and have that going on. Because it's going to take a little while. Well, actually, it's not going to take very long at all. Wow. Whoa! The fudge. I think we had a lot of backed up energy there for a little bit. Okay, we need to be careful because I think these things can blow up if we have too much energy stored in them for too long. Wow, that was amazing. I want to see that happen more often. Okay, other things we're going to need, another gear, piece of gold, some obsidian. Pretty basic build. We'll go ahead and get this out right here. And these guys are going to fill back up really quick, and we need to go open up. I set the quarry one up here off of this pipe because I was hoping that this pipe would, like, step down the energy. Let's go ahead and we'll turn it on. Good gosh. And that'll get the quarry going again. Really fast. Like, I want to see this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're gonna need a bigger quarry. Okay, let's get the gold and we'll get the gear and we'll get her done here because, to be honest, I don't feel good at all. And I feel like I've been doing this for far too long already, and I'm just ready for it to be done. So we're gonna get our El Capitan. No, that's an operating system. What we want is our integration table. We're gonna take that back downstairs because I think that this is also powered by these lasers. I'm gonna put these there and these here. Yeah, there we go. And that's gonna start, and that's actually pretty quick. Look at that. That's not bad at all. Especially when you consider that it is sharing power with the quarry up top. Still burning through these pretty quick. You want to see it burn through it really quickly, though. What we could do, and what we're going to do, is we're going to turn the quarry off again. Just disabling that, and if we head back downstairs, look at that. The beautiful just flow of raw energy. Oh, this is great. Okay, we just need to wait, and these are done. And this is adding, when we take our basic gates and our pulsating chipset, it makes our, oh, good grief, autarchic pulsars. This is the same problem we had in the old Tekkit series. Not the Tekkit Classic series even, just the old Tekkit series. I couldn't pronounce that word. Autarchic? Yeah, autarchic. Why not? We'll go with that. So once these are done, I'll demo how they work. The big difference here between a basic gate and the basic gate with the pulsator, which makes it an autarchic gate, is that it has the ability to pull items out of inventories without the need of a redstone engine like we've been using in the past, because we want these things to be completely automated. We don't want to have... You've seen the setup we're going to be using here for our infinite lava. There's no room here to set... Well, actually, there is room to set up redstone engines, but we're not going to. This is going to be better, and they're smarter too, because a redstone engine just pumps indefinitely, but gates you can set up with logic and stuff that kind of makes sense to me. Right, we're going to have one of those left over naturally. I'm not going to lie. Testing kind of worked in my testing. We sort of got where we wanted with it. I just want to watch this again. Oh, it's not going to do it again. Oh, well. That'll do its thing. Let's head back up top. Before we head back up top, let's make sure we got everything we need. And I think we're going to need a couple more wooden, not kinesis pipes, just regular wooden transfer pipes. 3 more, I think. And let's go do this. Let's go back downstairs, actually, because I forgot something else we're going to need. Because we do need to move the... That's not it. That's what we want. We got to move that other lava, the geothermal generator. Plop. You're going up here, my friend. Okay.